any noise, like verbally, you know, and this was one of those.
You better run fast. I need like 8 racks. I want blade like big cat. Crazy, I'll admit that. Which you better run fast. I need like 8 racks.
What's good, Joel Schultz here. Come back to another video. Today we're gonna be reacting to I Wrecked Her Bathroom on our first date by Young Don the Sauce God. If you're new, subscribe, and I'm starting in 3, 2, 1. There we go.
When suddenly, I'm awoken by a strange feeling in my stomach. Oh, no, hold on. My stomach had the grumbles. It wasn't a good sign.
Oh, that flash. I got
Today's video is sponsored by Atlas.
Then sushi. Honestly,
Had to
like
skip.
everything about it just works well for a dinner date night. First of all, the restaurant is always vibes, bro. Dim lighting, cool Asian decor, and the service is usually one.
Bro, Asian food is just so good, bro. Chinese food is so good, bro. Like, oh, bro. The lo mein, bro. The lo mein. Don't do me, man. Don't do me with the lo mein.
Step up in quality. Not as nice as like a 5-star Brazilian steakhouse, but way better than like a Chili's. You feel me? You feel a little bougie in like a nice sushi restaurant, bro. And the price definitely reflects it, okay? This is not a cheap date night. You gotta be ready to break off some bread. And you gotta leave a tip, bro. It just have some class. Just try to look like you at least, you know, got a little something about you, man. You gotta leave a good tip. But don't get me wrong, okay? This is not a first date kind of restaurant. This is like a nice little reward for good behavior on Shorty's part. You know, you don't just take any girl to get sushi. She gotta work her way up to that, you know what I mean? Start small, you know, Chili's, pizza, wings, and you work your way up to sushi, or else you're gonna set the bar too high too early. Next thing you know, you're buying Birkins for Valentine's Day. That is not the move, brother. So right before the summer of 2020, last year, this was right before things got really bad. This cute little ting slid into my DMs, bro. You know what I mean? Shorty was from Houston. She caught my attention. So we strike up a little conversation. Next thing you know, she tells me that if I'm ever in the H, I should pay her a visit. Well, fast forward like a month and a half, 2 of my best friends, who formed a duo known as 340 Ori, rappers and now YouTube animators, made the move from Florida to Houston. They used to live with me in Austin, but when I moved to LA, they moved back to their home state of Florida, and now they were gonna get their own place in Houston. So, feeling kinda like a proud big brother because they are a few years younger than me, I wanted to go and see the new spot. So I booked my ticket, made my way to H-Town. So I get to their crib, right? They show me around, and I was quite impressed, you know? We spent the day catching up, making TikToks. Now, of course, I had given Shorty a heads up that I was gonna be in town so that, you know, she could make a little time for the boy. As it drew closer to nighttime, I was like, it's go time. So I shoot her a text, letting her know that I was gonna be free for the night, and then she said, come through, it's a go. I hit her back like I... Now I'm at her house, or rather, now I'm at her apartment. I took an Uber, of course, and I could see that Shorty was living pretty nice, you know what I mean? This was a pretty big high-rise, it was looking clean. I was like, okay, all right, let's see what's inside. Then I see this petite little brown thing walk out to the front. She was wearing a black long-sleeve crop top with these short denim jeans, and she had long, flowing black hair. Makeup was all done up, and then I was like, thank God, Jesus, because you never know. You never know. I mean, we had FaceTimed a couple times before I showed up, but until you meet a girl in person, you don't know what she's gonna look like, bro. So she comes out, introduces herself, gives me a hug, and then leads me up to her apartment. So we get to her spot, she pours a couple drinks, and we just get to talking. You know, turns out she was in university, she was about to enter her final year in law school, grew up in Texas, dad was Korean, mom was Mexican, came from the Valley. That's right, she a Valley girl. Broke up with her ex a little less than a year ago. Said he was boring. That's a shame. So we turned on some Netflix, and then I let her know that I was feeling a little hungry. So then she's like, I have some pasta I made earlier. I could heat it up for you. I was like, I'm not really feeling like pasta right now. So then she's like, do you like sushi? Ooh, sushi. Shorty says she about to blow the bag on dinner. That's what I'm talking about. She orders up the food on Postmates. We get a refill on the mimosas. We cut on the movie, and then a great night begins.
Shawty, I know how this is supposed to go. Been down this road before. You don't gotta say it to my face. I know that I'm just another phase. Baby, I know that you're scared to catch this.
Hey, bruh. Don't get me. Don't copyright me, bro. I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling.
Turn this into baggage. Baby girl, she treat me like a habit.
Fast forward a few hours, and now it's about 2 o'clock in the morning, and we're both fast asleep in bed. It was quiet, dark, and the only lights were coming from the skyscrapers in the distance in downtown Houston. When suddenly, I'm awoken by a strange feeling in my stomach. Oh, no, hold on. My stomach had the grumbles. It wasn't a good sign. First, I tried to go back to sleep, hoping I could sleep off whatever this feeling was, but the grumbles only got stronger. I realized that I was gonna have to make my way to the bathroom, so I carefully slid my arm from underneath her body. I sit up, and then I tiptoe my way to the bathroom. Now, I could tell just by the way my stomach was acting that this was about to be bad, bro. And I was worried because her apartment, although it was nice, was rather small. In fact, her bathroom door led right into her bedroom. Pretty much, she was so close to the toilet that if it were not for this separating wall between us, I would have been able to just reach out and touch her. I was out of time. The nuclear reactor had hit critical mass. There was nothing I could do. This bathroom was about to be done so. I reach over, turn on the shower. I turn on the shower and I just start praying to God that this girl does not smell what I got cooking, bro. It was agonizing. One, I couldn't make any noise, like verbally, and this was one of those dig your heels in and just grunt to get through it kind of dumps, bro. Two, I had to flush in between rounds to minimize the smell, but now I run the risk of waking her up and letting her on to the fact that I'm in the middle of desecrating her toilet in the most egregious of ways, my G. And look, you should be able to take a dump with your girl in the next room. But this is not a good look for the first night, bro. Now she gonna wonder if I'ma crawl back into bed with mud butt. Finally, it was over. The tank was empty. And as soon as I was able, I gathered myself and climbed into the shower to wash away the filth. I get out of the shower and put on some fresh boxers. Pro tip, always carry a second pair of clean undies when you're going over a girl's house. Then I quietly crawl back under the covers. Moral of the story, if you're about to have a date night with a girl, and it's the first time, you can choose between eating sushi and homemade pasta. Go with the pasta, bro.
Alright, well that's the end of the reaction. If y'all enjoy, make sure you subscribe. 1K. We hitting 1K very soon, so go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and I'm out. Peace.
Hey! Can I bother? Can we Thomas the trainer? I think I can. Pull up and water me like I'm dead in revenge. My the big face so you can say